The jawline, right? What a Wednesday, and Floyd's dropping content in the FC Sneaker Factory. Can you believe it? That's one of the rarities when it comes to my channel now. You should all know, right? The fellas out there and the beautiful ladies, oh, the cheerleaders when it comes to my channel. You should all know now, right? If you're a friend of the program, and I hope you are. And if you're not, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Be a friend of the program. I would like that because you would realize I only drop content really on Mondays and Fridays. But of course, I do got the shorts, the reels going on Instagram as well. And if you're not following me on Instagram, go please do me a favor and go follow me on Instagram as well. I would really appreciate that. Tons of great reels with amazing music. So you can go ahead and check that out for yourself. But like I said, Wednesday. I normally don't drop content on Wednesday, but you know what? I made an exception for this Wednesday. I am back in California. Just got back from my other home that I reside in. Maybe like 4 or 5 months out of the year. I love my other home, but it feels great to be back in California. You got the nice sunshine shining here, and it is a little chilly, so that's always good. I got a beautiful date to go to. I am watching WrestleMania. I am filming this on Easter weekend. But I'm back at home. The hair's cut right. I'm looking amazing for you beautiful people. I got the Henley on from Cuts. I got this amazing necklace that I picked up. I want to say it was last year. I didn't film anything on it. I should have filmed it, to be honest with you, but I didn't film anything on it. But it is actually an LV necklace. Beautiful necklace. I love this necklace. Great one. Um, the person I purchased it from, he's like, you know what? You're one of the few people that actually picked this up. It's really flying under the radar. So I was like, yeah, he's all, you got great taste. I understand him. Maybe he was trying to sell me, but he didn't have to sell me. I already knew what I wanted. I got the Tag Ocker Racer right here. I love this. Let me stand up for you really quick though, just so at least you know I got some nice page denim. So I'm feeling amazing and I'm looking amazing here for you. Dropping content on Wednesday. But you know, this is something out of not the ordinary content that you normally see from Mr. Wonderful. You normally see the sneaker reviews. You normally see, you know, the unboxing of some amazing clothing, vintage clothing, brand new clothing, sneakers, all that great stuff. You normally get that, but I never drop content on what I'm about to deliver you people. And these are two amazing items that I picked up when I was back at home. I got to give a special shout out to Tony from Nordstrom of Michigan Avenue. Love the Nordstroms. It's one of my favorite Nordstroms because that's really, besides Santa Anita, that's really the only one that I go to, and this one blows Santa Anita out of the water. If you ever go visit the Chicago Nordstrom on Michigan Avenue, hey, you'll thank me later if you go visit it. It's amazing, amazing store. Anyways, these two items I've been wanting since last year, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna wait a little bit. One of them was a limited edition one, so I'm gonna unbox that in front of you, beautiful people. I haven't even opened any of these items so far, but the reason why I decided to film them is because you know what? Spend a ton of money. What you normally would see Mr. Wonderful spend money on when it comes to shoes or when it comes to clothing. I said, you know what? I'm gonna flip the script and I'm gonna purchase some amazing fragrances that I've been wanting since last year. Thank God I was able to get my hands on this limited edition one because it was sold out online. If you looked it up online, you couldn't find it anywhere. Even on the website of this specific fragrance, you couldn't find it even there. So you see the thumbnail, you understand, hey, he's holding two fragrances up, but we don't know what they are. Well, because you know what? These are two amazing fragrances I spent almost $1,000 on when combining both of them, which is crazy, right? For men's cologne. But you know what? If you want the best, you got to spend the money for it. And believe me, I spent the money for it. And the good thing is that Nordstrom, and I was like, once I found that they had this limited edition one in stock, they literally only had three out of all the Nordstroms in the U.S. They only had three, and they were at the specific Nordstrom in Chicago. I'm blessed to be a native of Chicago because you know what? I get my hands on a lot of amazing items. But they only had three, and they had them at that store. And you know what? I know they're telling the truth is because if you look up online on Nordstrom, gone. You couldn't even purchase it on Nordstrom. They were only at this specific store. So When I saw that they had it, and I asked them, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna shoot a. I'm basically. I know you're gonna probably tell me no, and I know you probably don't have these, but I have to ask, do you have this specific fragrance? And you know, he's like, we do. We actually have 3 left. You, if you purchase it, I'm only gonna have 2 left. And somebody else called not too long ago asking about it. We thought it was you. I said, no, that's not me. My name is Floyd. So he was like, you know what? Let me go and grab that for you. I said, perfect. So I went in and grabbed it, and I'm gonna do an amazing review. Right? Amazing review. This one costs, well, with tax, $600 right here. You're talking about an amazing, an elite fragrance. I smelled this last year, and I was like, you know, I gotta have it, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Who knows? I'm just gonna wait, and then I'm gonna purchase it. Sold out. Went to the store, you know, in what, March, late March. Found it and picked it up. And the good thing was is that Nordstrom was having 15% off all fragrances, right? Which was insane because I was talking to Tony, and he was like, you know what? Nordstrom never does this. But yes, they have a 15% discount because we got the call and they said, you know what? We need to get some sales. So they offered 15% off fragrances. So I got this for like a little bit over $500 for this one, but I would have paid more, over $600, if I purchased this full price. I was gonna purchase this full price regardless if they had the 15% off or not. But you are looking at Creed Absolute Aventus. I already have Creed Aventus, one of my favorite cologne of all times. And I'm, fellas, I mean, I'm giving you here, you know, this is some amazing, right here, way to get a compliment. Amazing. I get so much compliments when it comes to wearing Creed Aventus from beautiful ladies. And I'm not just saying that, I really do. I mean, so many compliments when I do wear it. But right here, I already know this is really just going to be like limited usage for me. But right here, I'm talking about right there, Creed Aventus. This is a 2.5 fluid ounces, 75 mil. So it's not that big, but this was retail of $600 right here. Over $600, crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. I mean, amazing packaging. Beautiful, beautiful presentation on this. It even has a little label right here. I haven't even opened it. I'm gonna open it here on YouTube. Got a nice little seal right there. Little, it says triple aged batch right here. So this is why it's so limited, really limited when it comes to the run of this. It's gone. You can't get this anymore. I got my hands on one of the last 3 to be sold at Nordstrom, and I checked the Cree website. It's gone. You can't find it because believe me, once I saw it was gone on Nordstrom, I was like, you know, I'm gonna go purchase it on Creed, and couldn't even purchase it on there. But I'm sure you could probably buy like on the aftermarket. I wouldn't trust it, but you can definitely try to get it on there. But right here, could buy like a couple pairs of shoes with this, but you know what? No, I wanted this. I wanted this into the collection. I love smelling good. I don't like smelling like every other fucking guy out there, right? Like with I'm not gonna offend anybody, but you already know like the most frequently wear colognes. And I did make this on another video. I forgot what video it was, but I said I really don't like the girls in my life, the cheerleaders to buy me cologne because they don't know what I like. And I don't want them to buy me a cologne that, their ex boyfriend had or someone else they dated that they enjoyed how they smell. No, I like smelling the way I want to smell. Right? I like having, I like knowing that, hey, I'm purchasing cologne for myself, but something that's going to fit my skin tone because you should all know by now not necessarily what you smell in the bottle is it's gonna smell to you. It's not gonna. It may not compliment you that well. This one definitely compliments me in so many damn ways. I love this one. Such a great one. Very happy to have this one. Look it up. You can see all the notes on the description of this one. But Creed Absolute Vintage right here. Let's go ahead and take a look on how it looks. I'm actually gonna break the seal on this. So you already know, like I'm in this right here after I break the seal right there. I got one of the seals off. Put it on my desk. I got the other one right there. Let me show you. See how it has a little seal right there? So just trying to get off. Yeah, I know. $600 for a bottle of cologne. That's crazy, right? There it is right there. So there we go. Make sure I'm focused. Sorry about that for being out of focus right there. Take that. So here we go. Like I mentioned, not big of a bottle, nice case, beautiful. Got some nice styrofoam going on inside. I love it. Just to keep it secured. I actually had this with on my, my beautiful duffel that I carry on. When it comes to planes and stuff like that, I always fly business. I don't like flying, you know, coach is what they normally call it, but I like flying business. So had this on a duffel. I'm going to make sure I did not put this in my luggage. And anyways, for this could get damaged. This was in my hands the whole entire time. But look at that beautiful metallic black right there. I love it. Not a big bottle, a very small bottle. Amazing though. Let's take a look at this. Maybe I could get a smell of it. I'm not going to spray it on myself though, that's for sure. Because like I said, this is one of those fragrances that amazing right here. This is one of those fragrances you only bust it out when it's special occasion. And obviously that would have to be a really amazing date with one of the head cheerleaders when it comes to this. Just so I could get her opinion. Beautiful lock system on this. It's not loose in any way. Beautiful lock system. I love it. Creed Absolute Aventus right here. Beautiful. So happy. Um, I mean, honestly, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love just smelling amazing. Um, this right here, if you, I don't know what you guys wear out there, the fellas, but if you're a friend of the program, I expect you to be smelling good at all times, regardless of what you're wearing. You should always be smelling good. But with this is a head turner. If you're not even a familiar with Creed Aventus, look it up. Go to I don't even know where you could buy it. I don't think you could buy like a Macy's or anything. Go to a Nordstrom, ask them for a sample of Creed Aventus. You'll never turn back. I'm giving you such an amazing like hit with the chicks right there. If you want to smell amazing, you want even men to compliment you. I mean, men that know what Creed smells like, they smell it on you, they're gonna know like, damn, like, oh, you're wearing Creed. Um, Such an amazing cologne. I love Creed. Creed Absolute Aventus, I love, but I love just their standard Creed Aventus, amazing cologne. Let me even pull that out for you right here. But yeah, this right here, I got my Creed Aventus right here. Love this cologne. This is a 3.3 100 milligram right here. Or I'm sorry, milliliter. But this I believe ran like close to $500 on this one. Like I said, if you purchase this, you will you'll thank me later for it. Trust me. Giving you some, I'm dropping you some dimes right here when it comes to. Normally, I don't like giving people my fragrances that I go to, but I really wanted to film this. I was so excited to get these in hand. Really wanted to film Creed Absolute Aventus. I should have filmed me purchasing the items and talking to Tony about them. Maybe next time when I'm back in Chicago. But maybe even when I may do something later on down the road when I go purchase. There's some other colognes that I really want. I just love colognes. I mean, I want to have a whole collection of them. I really do. Of like really not the cheaper kind, but the more higher end ones, the ones that smell good. There's so many good ones, and maybe I could drop some content. But did pick up a second bottle, right? A second bottle because I said, you know what, Nordstrom doesn't have this discount very often of 15% off. This one, if I would have paid full price, I would probably paid close to like maybe probably like somewhere in the 500s on this one. But this is right here, Creed Tabarome Millicine right here. Amazing. This one, such an amazing fragrance. This is actually 100 milliliters, 3.3 fluent ounces right here. Such a big fan of this one. I never had this one. I smelled it last year and I was like, yeah, I gotta have this one. Gotta have it. Such an amazing, amazing fragrance. I'll go ahead and open up this one for you. But I love this one as well. This one's gonna be more like gonna go hand in hand with Creed Aventus as far as me wearing. Um, you know, I have a couple other colognes that I wear, but I and also have like you know the more generic, not generic, I shouldn't say that, but the more common ones. I got like Fahrenheit. Normally, just keep that like if I'm gonna go to the gym or something, I just throw some of that on, or a big fan of Paul Gutierrez. I forgot it's Paul Gutierrez. That's another amazing fragrance, but I do have those like Chanel Blue. Not a big fan. That was actually a gift for given to me. I'm not a big fan of that one. But this one right here, I'm just a big fan of Creed. I know. I know you're probably saying, "Damn, you're like so snobby when it comes to colognes." But it does come with just a little information. This is what normally what you get when it comes to Creed, like when you buy any of the Creed fragrances. But just the information of the history of Creed and just gives you like what the notes are and the founders and all that great stuff about Creed and you know basically the nice backstory, the history. You have to see that this Creed's been around since 1760. Can you believe that? 1760. But amazing right here. I love the presentation. The boxes are absolutely gorgeous when it comes to this. It's not just some cheap little tin or you know your normal box. You actually get a nice box right here. Look at that right there. Beautiful. Love it. Another amazing. This one's such a good one right here. So good. This is gonna be like a beautiful spring scent right here. Amazing fragrance. Money well spent. Like I said, probably if I would have paid retail for all this, like not retail, but if I didn't get them on sale, I would have purchased. This would have been over $1,000. Like yeah, probably like close. Yeah, probably a little over $1,000 when it comes to fragrances, with the Creed Absolute Aventus and this Creed Tabarome. Amazing fragrances. Something I just wanted to share with you, the fellas out there, and of course the beautiful ladies. Thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday. And first, you know, secondly, I hope you had an amazing Easter because I know I did. I had an amazing Easter when I'm filming this, but got my amazing parents with me. I celebrated it with them, just relaxed, enjoyed it. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. If you're subscribing or if you're a friend of the program, I appreciate that so much. Definitely help me out and subscribe. Definitely drop a comment. Let me know. Have you ever had any of these fragrances, Creed Aventus? I know this is something out the unordinary for Mr. Wonderful to drop colognes here on the FC Sneaker Factory, but you know what? I had to make an exception for these two fragrances right here. And who knows, maybe if I get some good stuff when it comes to the material here and the likes and all that stuff, the views, maybe I might drop some more, but maybe I actually might do a vlog of me purchasing some new ones because there's two. There's two fragrances that I want. May have to drop a vlog on those, me purchasing them and me talking to the actual person that's selling them. So tune in for that. But like I said, I got a date to go to with one of the beautiful cheerleaders. I got like an hour to go. So I'm just gonna relax, watch some amazing WrestleMania. Watch. It looks like I got the beautiful women wrestling right now. But you know what? Thank you so much. Like I mentioned, be a friend of the program and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And also hit the like button. That truly would mean a lot to me. And you know what? Don't worry. Friday, we'll be back into the shoes, back into the swing of things, and definitely be dropping another amazing sneaker profile for you beautiful people out there. I had to break it up with these two amazing colognes. All right. Let me know what you think, though. I'd really like to know that. But, you know, like I always say, Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, yes, is too damn